This is absolutely Essendon. Today, we're going to have a look at, as part of an ongoing series, but today we're going to have a look at players of Italian heritage who have worn the red and black jumper. Now, as I said, we're going to cover all nationalities. The one on French players might be a bit brief. Yeah. That one's not going to go too long, I don't think.
No, we're going to have to dig deep to find French players, but our Around the World in 80 Days series, I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
And we're going to see how many countries we can actually cover.
Yes.
That have representation at the Essendon Football Club, whether that's through someone born in that country or has heritage.
First generation.
First, second generation. Maybe third generation even.
All right.
So where are we starting today on our journey?
So we're going to start with the Italians.
Italy.
I think let's just keep maybe
fantastic
top 3, maybe top 5.
I think we can go better than 3.
Your Italian is very good. It's
that's what a taxi driver in Rome said to me, actually. He said, your Italian is very... sorry about the accents, but, just for effect.
Sure.
He did, because, I was using my 3 words and he was most impressed with it.
Right.
Grazie mille.
And you've... not bad. You've been running with that ever since, have you?
Well, it seems to work.
Right.
All right. So let's get on with it.
You're a man of the people.
We're looking to find... how many?
Maybe 5.
5 Italians.
5. In recent times.
It's like the World Cup final in Lygon Street, really, isn't it?
It is. Just going off.
Yeah.
Just blue.
So many Italians.
The Azzurri everywhere. So, okay, number 1 I would like to nominate is one Joe or Giuseppe Masiti.
And what a splendid way to open the batting.
Part of the Baby Bombers.
Yeah, he
1993.
was. Part of the great era of Italian players, I might add.
Yeah,
I think
right.
We'll see. That will reveal itself as we go through this list. But
so they were critical in the 90s.
Joe Masiti, was there a better player of coming out of the middle and putting that ball laces out straight onto Matthew Lloyd's chest? It was just miraculous.
Yes, like a Vespa carving through via Monte Napoleone.
Right, so he was good in heavy traffic, I think, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
right.
zippy.
Very good. Very
good. Turn on a dime.
Can I go with number 2? We are on a limit here.
That's right. Yep.
I'm going to go with a similar era, because you've jogged my memory.
Right, okay.
The great Mark Mercuri.
Yeah, he was beautiful. He was your Ferrari, really. 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds.
Utter sports car, he was, with all the options.
Yeah.
And, leather upholstery.
Just drove the team from the centre. Yeah.
He was as close to silk, I think, that we've ever had in that side, Mark Mercuri.
Yeah.
And if ever you wanted someone to have the ball in their hands, you're 5 points behind, kicking after the siren, Mark Mercuri was your man. There was no more reliable kick for goal.
He was dead-eye Dick. Yeah. Dead-eye Dick. There was no need to look away. He was beautiful. And in fact, if he's watching the show, we'd love to have you on here one day.
Mercs, please.
Yeah. I think we would love to do some reminiscing.
I love the guy, frankly speaking. Number 2.
Yes.
Joey was 24, of course, Joey Masiti. So, next. Who have you got?
Yeah, I met him on the island of Mykonos
Joe
a few years ago. Mark Mercuri.
Oh, Mark Mercuri. He was talking Greece, right?
He was talking to Ange Christou. Yeah. The Greek connection. Anyway, we're not doing that. We're not covering them just now.
Next time.
And that was probably totally irrelevant, but that's what we do here. Okay, the next one. I would like to nominate one Stephen Alessio.
Oh, Steve Alessio.
Okay, wearer of the 27.
I've never seen a taller Italian in my entire life.
We are few and far between.
Yeah. He was definitely from the north.
They are few and far between. Yeah, he was.
Stephen Alessio.
Was he 6'3"? 6'4"?
Oh, at least.
Yeah,
he was a towering
man.
Was a giant amongst men.
Also a good kick for goal.
He was. He kicked a very important goal that won us the game. I think it was against Sydney, up in Sydney one year.
Yeah, he was.
Not after the siren, but pretty close to the siren. But probably an underrated player at Essendon. He's sort of following on the back of the great rucks that we had in the sort of 80s and early 90s.
Tower of Pisa-esque.
Yeah, well, when the wind's blowing strongly, he could be leaning a little. Yeah, like that. So, Stephen Alessio, we salute you.
Yes.
Okay, where are we up to? We've done 3?
I think there was... What about...
Isn't it my turn?
Oh, all right, okay. All right.
Well, you can go.
No, you're right. You go.
Oh, I got one. All right. Blake Caracella, although
Yes.
I'm sure that's not how it's pronounced.
that's Aussie-fied.
Is that- is it? Have we ruined that name?
He's Aussie-fied,
Oh,
the
okay.
surname, as happened with...
Has he or have we?
That's what happened with Orazio Fantasia, where that became Razio Fantasia.
Well, you just let one out of the bag there.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know if I was going to... But, I mean, his name really just got butchered in the process.
Caracella?
But, yeah, it would have been Caracella.
You seem very adept at the Italian language, if you don't mind me
I
saying.
may have inside knowledge.
Caracella, is it?
Yeah, that would have been the
Is
pronunciation.
it
But he was,
bruschetta or bruschetta?
Bruschetta.
Yeah, it's not. You're pulling my leg.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I
Okay,
thought
so...
they're messing with us.
he was he around the same time as
Blake?
as the other?
He came a
others that
little
were mentioned?
later.
Yeah, I think
he wasn't he wasn't a baby bomber.
Yeah, right.
But he played in the 2000 grand final, and what a player he was. Probably one of the best sort of high half forwards I think we've ever had at Essendon, and you could rely on him to kick 35 goals a year. Off a half forward flank, so he was fantastic, Blake.
Now now he's on the coaching,
still at the club too, which is great to have him
What
there.
bit does he coach? Well, what does he coach? What is it?
Well, I think he might be. I mean, midfield group or something.
Is that what it is?
I have no idea.
Oh, really?
Don't ask me those.
Because
questions.
he's there in the box.
He is, yeah.
But
As is another Italian too,
he's-
by the way.
Yeah,
Do you know who I'm referring to? He didn't play for Essendon.
Daniel
I can't say it, but you can probably.
Gian Siracu.
Gia. He's in
let's
the
just
box.
call
So
him Gia.
that makes sure that there's plenty of nice pasta dishes from Nonna
a lot
at
of-
half time.
A lot of cannoli being
Yeah.
served for afternoon tea.
Have we got a
Any
fifth?
other-
Have we got a fifth player? I don't like doing top fours, so let's try and get at least to five.
One that I would mention.
I mean, you
but-
mentioned
yeah.
Fantasia, but what are you not? You're not going to run with him?
Well, he left and went to Adelaide. Who goes to Adelaide?
Right, he's out.
You leave Adelaide.
Yeah.
You don't go back to Adelaide.
Sorry, Orazio.
Isn't that how it works?
Not for you this time.
Yeah, mate. Maybe we'll do a part two. But there was
Of traitorous footballers that have left Essendon.
Well, because they did the Italian team of the century, and I think all these guys, maybe not Caracella, were in the Italian team of the century. But there was another guy who played for Essendon called Alec Epis.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, you sound like that's a mystery. He's one of our greatest ever players.
Who was he?
Alec Epis. He played
Right.
in the 60s and he's still going along today. I think, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Right,
But,
okay.
Alec Epis, I think he was in Essendon's champions, 25 champions.
He must have been from the north.
Well, it's not an Italian. Is it Epicito or is he short?
Not every name has to have Eni.
Caspini.
Sometimes.
Well, I didn't put Eni on it. I said
surnames,
Ito.
Some surnames just end in consonants, and that's just the way it is. So he, yes.
And who's the best of the lot?
The number one pick? Oh, that's
Our greatest ever
Italian
origin player.
I would say. Well, it's all about. If it's based on excitement, probably Mercury just ahead of Masisi.
Well, I tend to agree, and I mean, I get more excited watching Mark Mercury than I do watching Monica Bellucci, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah. So that's saying something, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's saying a huge amount.
Yeah. If you're talking great Italians.
Yes, she has represented the country very, very well on the silver
indeed.
screen.
Yeah.
You can look her up if you like.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I mean, that's a good start. I mean, that's a group of amazing footballers.
It is.
Are we to Lithuania next week?
Well, I mean, I just think at the moment we've only got the one Italian heritage player, and that's
in the squad at the moment.
D'Ambrosio. That's right.
D'Ambrosio.
So
do we say it D'Ambrosio or D'Ambrosio?
D'Ambrosio. Yeah,
Please.
Yes.
Channel 7, whoever you are.
Yeah.
Brian Taylor, please, can we just get it right?
Yeah, no, he doesn't want to get it right, mate. It's all about just, it's all about just being ridiculous.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But does that mean, in summary, that we need more Italian players to bring another flag home? Because it would seem like in that 90s era, with two flags, with lots of Italians in the team.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Lots is a bit of a stretch. But
Adrian
anyway.
Dodoro, if you're doing recruiting, just keep that.
There's another one.
Yeah. Well, but I think we need them on the field.
Adriano.
That's
Dodoro.
That's my point. The next time,
apostrophe.
No, there's no. Just think Pomodoro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's no apostrophes there. But anyway,
right.
On the field, possibly when you're recruiting, just keep an eye out for that. Have we wasted enough time on this
I
episode?
think we have. I
Okay.
think if anyone's still watching, thank you.
If you are. If you stuck through to this long...
I'm sure our Italian audience would have held fast.
What are our numbers like in Italy?
They're very strong. I actually noticed one person
Tuning in from
so
Taormina?
Nona.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
thanks,
All right,
folks.
that'll do. Thanks for watching.
See you soon.
See you next time.
Bye for now.